Dave, I've heard a lot about the water analogy when talking about electricity. Would you mind demonstrating this?
Sure, of course. Yeah, understanding volts and amps can be a little tricky, so what we did today is a little demonstration. We're going to pretend that this bottle that's higher in volume has more volts. This one has less volts. You'll be able to tell the difference when we make a small hole representing amps. If I poke a hole, the water kind of trickles out. Would you mind holding this, Joe? Now, that one doesn't have a lot of volts, so it's barely trickling out. But this one that has more volts, the same size of amperage, is spraying much further, showing that it's pushing out more of the electricity.
So volts is basically, you can think of volts like pressure. So
Right.
the less pressure, the slower the flow is going to be. The more pressure, the faster the flow is going to be.
If you'll hold this one for me, please.
Right.
You can put that one. Now these both have about the same amount of volts, but if I increase the amperage and make a bigger hole, this one's going to let even more of the electricity out.
So you can't see in here, but there's a bunch of this fluid on the bottom of this blend, and that would be the wattage. So you have your voltage, which is the pressure, the amps, which is the flow, and then you multiply those two to see how much electricity is actually coming out over the
Right.
certain amount of time. Usually it's around an hour.